Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 6 episode 5 there, and it's called Across the Sea. Last episode I didn't give you much of an outro because I was a little bit in shock, I think, to be honest. I was not expecting 3 characters to die in one episode and in such a tragic way. You had the music and that emotional scene between Sun and Jin just before they drowned. It was quite something. It was quite the episode, as well as all the other things that were going on. We also had Sawyer blow up, sacrificing himself to save the others from the bomb, which the Man in Black deliberately placed inside Jack's backpack in order to blow them up. So the Man in Black's plan wasn't to gather them together to leave the island together, it was to kill them. Because he does want everyone dead on the island. So who's going to make it and who's not? I've made a list. There's not that many characters in the show at the moment that are actually on the island. In the normal timeline. Which is the only one that the island exists in. So we've had Sawyer die. No, we haven't had Sawyer die. We've had Sayid die. That's, I think, a definite. Jin and Sun, we didn't see it, but it's heavily implied. So, yeah, Jin and Sun are dead. I don't think Frank's going to last until the end. We didn't see him escape from the sub. So it's possible that he's drowned as well. I personally don't think that Ben, Charles or Zoe are going to survive to the end of the show. I think there might be a confrontation between maybe Ben and Charles. Charles can't kill Ben though. And Ben can't kill Charles, but the Man in Black certainly can. I think the Man in Black's going to be dead before the end. Or at least as dead as he can be. Since Jacob still seems to be hanging around. So that leaves Hugo, Jack, Kate, Miles and everybody that's not on the island surviving to the end, including Desmond and Penny. That's my prediction. Right, on with the show. We need more Jacob and Man in Black details. I think it's been heavily implied that there's a game of two sides going on between the Man in Black and Jacob. The end goal of the Man in Black is to leave the island. The end goal of Jacob is to prevent him from leaving the island, or does he have his own specific goal other than proving that people aren't corruptible? And it seems like the rules state that you can't undo the other player's move. You can only counteract it. So the person who speaks to the human first controls them. And since Jacob doesn't interfere with people once they've got to the island, that means the Man in Black is free to corrupt whoever he wants once they get to the island. So Jacob has to go off island and talk to them and touch them and interact with them before they get to the island, as in the case of Jack, Sawyer, Jin and Sun, Ilana, etc. And so the Man in Black can't do anything about that. I don't know. Man in Black tries to go back in time even further, or he sets in motion the island moving the island back in time, so that they can get to 1867 to John, and Christian can then be the one, or the Man in Black posing as Christian can be the one that makes first contact with John. Maybe another move was that Jacob wants people to come to the island and have children and raise families in a community in a pure and honest way, whatever that means. So the Man in Black prevents any babies being born on the island. Eventually. We know that some babies have been born on the island. We know that, for definite, we know that Ethan was born on the island. And Ethan possessed some above human strength. He was able to pick Charlie up one-handed off the ground. That's quite a feat. So he seemed abnormally strong. We have Alex, born on the island, no discernible powers. Aaron was born on the island. He's been dubbed as special, but no powers have manifested as yet. Possibly Miles was born on the island, possibly, and he has the power to communicate with the dead. Ish. No, I'm not getting it. It's too fragmented. There's not enough examples to be able to put something together. You see, Jacob just retreats into his safe space underneath the statue, where no one can come in unless he invites them. Which leaves the Man in Black to go around corrupting and distorting and lying as much as he wants, which is... It seems to defeat the point. So, we're left with the Man in Black is gunning after the survivors, the four that we know about, and possibly Frank and Ben and Miles, and anybody that's with Frank and with Ben and Miles, because I don't know exactly where they are at the moment. Oh, and Richard's still hanging around as well. How'd you get rid of Richard? He's immortal. I think the Man in Black's going to have his work cut out for him on that one. Across the sea. Across the sea. What does that mean? Across the sea to the Hydra Island from the main island? Or are we going to go back in time and see one of the other visitors to the island from long, long ago? Find out how the statue got made? Or the temple? Are we going to... Is it all going to be set off island? Because in the normal timeline we haven't been off island yet. So I'm starting to lose it, I think. There's too much going round. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, this is not now.
How long?
Every question I answer will simply lead to another question.
Yeah, we know this.
Just be grateful you're alive.
Is that Alice and Janny? It is, isn't it?
Some more.
Oh, there's two. Jacob and the Man in Black are brothers.
His name is Jacob.
Jacob's the first. Are we actually going to find out what Man in Black's name is?
I only picked one name.
Why is she... Oh, no, he's perfectly fine.
I'm sorry.
What the... Oh, so Alison Janney is the crazy one who brought up these two as her own.
We saw people. Men.
How many were there?
3. They killed a boar.
Did they see you?
No.
They don't belong here. We are here for a reason.
What reason?
Yeah. Please tell.
It's not time yet.
Mother,
That's
what reason?
that's what Eloise keeps saying. You're not ready yet. It's not time yet.
Come with me.
What makes them dangerous?
The same thing that makes all men dangerous. They come, fight, they destroy, they corrupt.
Oh,
It always
right.
ends the same.
They come? Come from where?
Another part of the island. You're never to go looking for them. If they found you, they would hurt you. I've made it so you can never hurt each other.
Oh, right. She's made it.
What is this place?
Yeah.
This is the reason we're here.
Is that the entrance into the wheel chamber?
What's down there?
Light. And we must make sure that no one ever finds it. Because a little bit of this very same light is inside of every man. But they always want more.
Can they take it?
No, but they would try. And if they tried, they could put it out. And if the light goes out here,
It goes out everywhere.
it goes out everywhere.
Okay. So I don't know which light that is. Whether that's something new that we haven't seen yet.
It's all right.
And now we've seen dead people.
Don't be afraid.
This is Neolithic, Stone Age. Well, Iron Age.
Who are they?
They came here 13 years ago,
13.
the day before you were born.
There's nothing across the sea.
There are many things across the sea. You come from across the sea, too.
No. That's not true. That's not what my mother told me.
She's not your mother. I am.
This is more than I could possibly have hoped for in a Jacob orientated episode.
We're gonna live with them. No. Mother said... She lied. She lied about everything. All of it. I know you don't understand, but you have to come with me. I don't want to go by myself. We can't. Mother loves us. She doesn't love us. Stop! It was all a lie! Stop it! She's not even our mother!
You can't hurt each other.
No! He's leaving! He's going to them! To the other people!
The others.
I'm your mother.
You killed my mother. Jacob, she was your mother too. We don't belong here. We don't belong with her. Come with me.
No.
My love, you need to know this.
Man in Black's right though.
Whatever you have been told. You will never be able to leave this island.
That's not true. One day I can prove it.
So that's where it all started, his desire to leave. How has she fixed it that they can't hurt each other, and how has she fixed it that they can't leave? I haven't seen a statue either. Is this even before the statue?
You know you visit me.
She never asked about you.
And I'm sorry I asked about her.
I watch because I want to know if Mother's right.
Right about what? About them?
Right, they're at the Swan, or what will become the Swan eventually.
There are very smart men among us. Men who are curious about how things work. Together we have discovered places all over this island where metal behaves strangely. When we find one of these sites, we dig. And this time we found something.
He told
Come with me, Jacob.
Desmond that they never found what they were looking for. Oh, he did find it. Maybe this is where the orchid is going to be. Is it the orchid or the... That's the donkey wheel. Yeah, okay, it's the orchid.
What's that? It's a wheel.
Oh, you're going to do something to him. That's what turns him into the smoke. You're going to burn him or something.
I am so sorry.
Here it comes. Oh, she just killed him.
You're going to protect it now.
Passing on the torch.
It's the source, the heart of the island.
Oh, it's the heart of the island, is it? Whatever that means.
No matter what you do, you won't ever go down there.
Why not?
Would I die?
It'd be worse than dying, Jacob. Much worse.
Okay, he's fine. What's that? Oh yeah, she burnt the village and killed all the people. She's not very nice, is she? Now he's filled with hate and vengeance. Can hardly blame him.
Thank you.
How's Jacob going to take this? Not well, I'm thinking.
Jacob, what did you do? Wait, listen. What did you do? No. What did you do? You can't kill me, Jacob. You just made it that way. You can't.
Don't worry, brother. I'm not going to kill you.
Oh dear.
She brought you back here? Yes. Why would she? Because I have to protect it now. You want to leave this place, brother? Then go.
Oh. That's what happened to him. And turned him into the smoke monster. But the body is dead. Adam and Eve. It was... No, surely not. It was him and his mother in the cave. So the man in black's body is definitely dead. Where to start? I know I said I wanted a little bit more information on Jacob and the man in black, but I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting sort of to go back in time and see a little bit of their conversations for maybe like 10 minutes or so. See Jacob and the man in black talking. I wasn't expecting an entire episode dedicated to their entire backstory. Yeah, okay then. First of all, Alison Janney. I don't know how to pronounce her surname, but Alison Janney, love her. It was great to see her as the unnamed woman in this. When were they? When were they? It seems like long ago. The village that we saw, it looked like an Iron Age settlement. So that's putting it where? The start of the Roman Empire, sort of about 100, 150 BC. Yeah, I think it was in the BCs for sure. And she was definitely mad, but she didn't get a name, and nor did the Man in Black. Claudia said she only had one name. She wasn't expecting twins, but that didn't mean that she couldn't name her child. But and then we get the whole Jacob and the childhood and the woman burning down the village and basically indoctrinating the two wards, you can't call her two children, into that belief of that they're corrupt and they destroy. It always ends the same. It was exactly the same wording as the Man in Black quoted to Jacob. What must be 1800 years later. That can't be right. But I didn't see any evidence of a statue, and the clothes they were wearing, and the style of the village. I can't get it out of my head that it's definitely BC. Okay, I'll leave that for now. I really feel sorry for the Man in Black. I mean, he really did feel an affinity working with the humans, we'll call them, the people. And he felt a purpose. And he thought they were corrupt, yes, and he thought they were... I haven't got my glasses on. Greedy and selfish and untrustworthy. But he found a purpose, and Mother took that away from him, left him heartbroken. So he got revenge, and I can't blame him. I really can't blame him. He's found out that this is the woman that killed his real mother. It's just destroyed his entire village. The place, the people he'd been living with for 30 years. Yeah, I can't blame him for wanting revenge. But then Jacob takes revenge on him, being rather vindictive, throwing him into, well, basically killing him and throwing his dead body into the heart of the island, whatever that is. It seems to be the key to everything. At the heart of the island is the island. It's where everything draws its power from. It's life. Maybe the origins of life on the entire planet, maybe. But life, death and rebirth. And the Man in Black came out the other side as the smoke monster, and his dead body at the other end. So obviously over a long period of time, the smoke monster learns how to take the form of the dead, including his own dead body. And that's what we saw interacting with Jacob all those years later. And of course, Mother and Man in Black turns out to be the Adam and Eve that Jack found in the caves. But the wine, she poured a glass of that wine to Jacob, and that's how she transferred her powers over to him. Because she said, "You've become like me. We are the same," or something. But then Jacob gives the Man in Black that wine bottle and he breaks it. So what was that all about? Does that mean Jacob's powers can't be transferred now? We saw no evidence that the world would end if the Man in Black got off the island. Maybe it's because he's actually dead. That doesn't make any sense either. The only evidence we had was Mother saying that the Man in Black couldn't leave even if he wanted to. That she'd made it that way or something. And she'd made it that Jacob and the Man in Black couldn't harm each other. Which evidently wasn't true, since Jacob ended up killing the Man in Black. Unless, I don't know, something else happened to him in the heart. Like he was reborn as well. Yeah, I think it was quoted in this very episode. Every question you ask just leads to more questions. But the Man in Black and Jacob are real human people. Their mother was brought to the island from elsewhere, from the world, and they are part of her. And the Man in Black can see, or could see, the dead. And Jacob couldn't. And the Man in Black's been seeing Jacob as a boy, running around the forest saying you can't hurt them and stuff. Why is the Man in Black seeing Jacob as a boy, and Hurley's seeing Jacob as he was when he died? Who's protecting the heart of the island at the moment, and where is that? Because the woman brought the Man in Black there blindfolded. Jacob knows how to get there though, and that's obviously the water that runs underneath through the caverns and comes out of the temple. Or maybe that was the temple built over the heart? Is the heart of the island inside the temple, and the temple was actually built on top of that what we saw? I'm not thinking four-dimensionally, am I? Because we saw the Man in Black constructing the donkey wheel chamber. He obviously finished that eventually. So, and that ended up having the orchid built over it. So maybe the heart of the island had the temple built over it. And that's why the Man in Black can't get back in there, because they built it as a sanctuary, a temple sanctuary. They built it so the Man in Black couldn't get in there, because if he did, he could change himself back. No, I'm not sure about that one. I suppose it was a good episode to take our mind off the fact that 3 of our favourite characters have just died in the main timeline, because we didn't get any main timeline in this episode at all. Just thrown into this 30-odd year timeline in the past. And I don't think we're going to get any more now in the past. I think that was as far back as we're going to go. And we didn't get a date, and we didn't get a name for the mother, and we didn't get a name for the Man in Black, which I'm annoyed about. I mean, I've just called the mother Alison all the way through it because of the actress. And I'm sure, yeah, when the mother went to see Jacob when he was building the donkey wheel, and she said sorry, she threw him against that wall really hard. I mean, hard enough to kill a human. And then he wakes up outside. So did she bring him back to life again? Did she take him back up to the surface and then bring him back to life? Or did he just spontaneously come back to life? He didn't the second time when Jacob did it though, because his body's still there 1,000 years later or whatever. I don't know. It put even more doubt into my mind whether the Man in Black is justified. He just wants to leave. They wouldn't let him leave and he wanted to leave. It's all right for Jacob. He wanted to stay. But why won't Jacob let the Man in Black leave? Why wouldn't the mother let Jacob leave? She killed all those people to prevent it. But they're ordinary humans, so nothing would happen. They would just leave her. And even if Jacob didn't want to leave, I don't see any reason why she should prevent the Man in Black from leaving. She only needs one of them to take on the role. At least I was right. I'm going to give myself half a point for guessing a little while ago that the bodies of Adam and Eve were a previous version of Jacob and the Man in Black. Okay, I wasn't expecting it quite the way it happened. That's why I'm only going to give myself half a point. But I did say that I thought it might be a predecessor to Jacob and the Man in Black. Or something like that. Or it was Jacob and the Man in Black's original bodies, I think is what I said. But apart from that, I would never have guessed any of that backstory at all. And the Man in Black was right. He did have a crazy mother, the adoptive mother. That's got to tie in with the children not being able to be born on the island somehow. But that didn't happen until 1980, 1992, since the Purge. Because Ethan and Alex were... No, Ethan was born on the island and conceived on the island, I assume. So it had to happen after that. Why would the Man in Black take so long to... That's got to have been something to do with the Purge and not this. And now we've got one more episode and then it's the grand finale, which will mark an end to Lost and a new beginning for some new shows. Thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye bye.